Hi everyone, this is Sabrina Truscott with Abundant Entrepreneur, and I'm really happy and having a wonderful time today talking to my pal, Dr. Steve G. Jones. And the reason that I asked him to do this video with me today is because I think that his journey as an abundant entrepreneur is going to be very relatable to you, and his advice and wisdom and everything he's gone through to get him to this point of being El Grande Abundant Entrepreneur is really exciting and a path that you may be able to follow and get some tips from. So Steve, welcome and thank you so much.
Gracias.
Gracias. We have had the pleasure of sitting together many times at dinners and parties, and we crack each other up.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Love your sense of humor, and you, me, and your husband, we just get along, and everything works out. So it's awesome. Thanks for having me here today.
Well, tell the community. Steve is a hypnotherapist and author of many books, but he did like I did as a dance instructor for many years, hours for dollars. And then from that journey, tell us how you went from doing that to what you do now.
Well, now I primarily make my money online. So as a hypnotherapist, I have a lot of recordings I sell online, and I've written books on hypnosis. So I'm primarily online. When I do see clients, I charge quite a bit. But initially I was, and this sounds like the height of a career, and that's what I thought. I had an office in Beverly Hills, 90210, the Roxbury Medical Building. I thought, hey, I've got it made. I'm so cool. I'm the hypnotherapist to the stars. And a web designer came up to me and said, hey, you know what? Probably not many people outside of California even know about you. This is around the year 2000. And I said, what are you talking about? Beverly Hills 90210. You've heard of that? They even had a TV show about it. Roxbury Medical Building. I don't need a website. And I didn't think this web thing was going to be anything. Yeah. And he said, you need a website. So I said, okay, build me a website. Next thing you know, things changed drastically because we were able to produce MP3s instead of CDs, and before that it was tapes. Now everything exploded. I was able to actually move away from California, build some real wealth. I moved across the country, bought a couple houses, one of them was on the water, and I was able to make real wealth and start spreading the word about hypnosis and build my name and my brand.
Yeah, and that was never an option or even a dream for you.
Right.
Because this whole online, being an entrepreneur online, is relatively new. So from seeing clients one-on-one, and Steve told me he used to record cassette tapes for them.
Yeah.
Which, I'm if you don't know what that is, if you're a youngin', it's just like pre-CD.
Yes.
Yeah,
leave it at that.
With the little reel-to-reel.
Yes.
And remember when it would come out and you'd have to take
pencil
your finger
in there, and yes, it was a lot of fun.
Or if it got bent.
Yeah.
Then you have to try to straighten it.
Yeah, you have to straighten it out. Yeah, I swing it around with the pencil. That's the way to rewind it really quickly.
I read about it in history books.
Yes, me too. I don't know what we're even talking about right now. Cassettes.
So he went from just making these cassette tapes for his clients to being able to record them from the comfort of your home, probably initially.
Yes.
And making them available to people all over the world and helping people with some major problems.
Yep.
Smoking was probably a big one.
Right.
Sleeping,
yep.
stress.
Yep.
So how rewarding is that, and is that what motivates you?
Very rewarding, and it absolutely motivates me because I think about my mindset then when I thought, oh, the internet, who needs it? I've got a job. I go to an office, I'm respected in my community, and it's Beverly Hills, for goodness sake. To reaching the entire world 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and now I've got this community that will promote for me and even build a brand. I can reach more people and help more people. Mm-hmm. My hours spent in the studio is so valuable. Now I go in a studio, but at first it was just in front of a computer recording audios. And that hour is going to reach tens of thousands of people during my lifetime and make so much money for me during my lifetime that if I were to spend that hour just one-on-one with a person, hypnotizing them, I'd make a certain amount of money, maybe even a lot of money. But that would be all the money I would get for that hour. Right. That hour of my life is gone. That's all I'll get. No residual income. With the internet, it goes on forever.
That's right. And if you have a moment of genius with that client, it's that one-to-one. But when you can put that moment of genius in your product, in your course, in whatever you're delivering to your customers, it lives on.
Yeah, and it always happens.
Yeah.
Whenever these days I record a lot of programs like how to use the law of attraction, how to get your mind wrapped around wealth and so forth. And there's always that moment where something comes, I can't believe I just said that. That was very good. And I'm so happy that it's recorded on, video or audio, and the whole world can see it. I can show it to my stepmom. She'll be very proud of me. As opposed to just that one person. Yes, I love that person, but I love the world more.
And another thing that's great about when you're recording things to make them available online is if it wasn't that great moment, you can just delete and start over.
Didn't happen. I would never say that. Cut it out. Didn't happen. Exactly.
That's right. Well, what do you have advice for a newbie? Someone who is just thinking, you know what, maybe I could use an additional revenue stream. This online thing's working for some people. Maybe it could work for me.
Yeah, it'll definitely work for you. The trick is to find your passion. What are you good at? And we've seen in reality TV shows, it really doesn't matter. There are TV shows about people who drive trucks and cut down trees and haul them and work on ice. And I mean, the things that you think would never be anything are big time reality shows making these people into millionaires. So whatever you do, whatever your passion is, whatever you feel good about, whatever helps, whatever your contribution is, embrace that. And don't worry about what it is. Just embrace it. And then start figuring out how you can make audiobooks or recording simple audios or ebooks or videos or just doing a YouTube video. I mean, how long does that take? You just sit in front of a camera that's probably built in your laptop, make a YouTube video about it. Say, here's what I'm doing. You're going to be surprised at the comments you get and the reaction. Then you can make products about that.
And if you don't know how to shoot a YouTube video and make a YouTube video, YouTube it.
There you go.
Go to YouTube and say, how to make a YouTube video. Everything is so accessible and easier than we have any idea. I was thinking today about when we have to stretch and do things we haven't done before. It feels awkward. It feels a little scary. It feels a little different. And I had this hilarious memory. So I used to teach competitive dancing and Latin dancing. When I teach men, there's this special shoe that they wear. It's called a Cuban heel. And it's 1.5 inches. And I had one of my students, this client, and I said, you are good enough that you get to wear a real dance shoe. And I told him to go buy these shoes. He comes and he puts them on, and he walks like a baby fawn or something with his legs shaking like he's gonna fall down. And I'm like, seriously? It's this big. And
you're a tough teacher.
Yeah.
Like a baby fawn.
His brain was trying to figure out, how do I walk in this extra 1.5 inches? And I thought, wow, we have to be comfortable with this elevated sense of balance.
Oh, right? Absolutely.
And it just takes, just wear those shoes, wear them around your house.
Yeah, the
for a
Zen
couple
teaching
days.
moment. Now, how did you tell it to him? Did you say, you walking like a baby fawn, you need to straighten that up? Or did you say,
I think
you need to elevate
you need to elevate your balance.
Is that how you talk to him, gently like that?
No, I started laughing like crazy.
I knew it.
Because I looked at my shoe, which was 3 inches, and I'm like, seriously?
Twice as high as you.
No compassion here. And mine
we're not used to high heels, guys. We're not used to high heels.
Right. Well, if you practice.
Okay. That's a good, I like the teaching lesson in there.
But that's how it's going to be when you start your online business or when you start expanding it. Is it's going to feel like you're having to elevate your growth. You're going to feel off balance because it's different. Anytime we try something new, anytime we grow, anytime we do something out of habit, it feels awkward because our brain says, wait a minute, this isn't what we usually do. Even when those new habits and those new challenges are great for you. There's something in the brain that says, wait, this isn't routine, this is awkward. And then just keep doing it. And it becomes what you naturally do.
Absolutely. And the good news is, talking about YouTube videos, people love the raw stuff. They don't like, tight and super edited. Yeah. They like that for some things, but for a lot of stuff, they just want to see the real you. Let's see the raw stuff. Camera shaky, that's fine. So you can do that. Also, one thing I found when I teach people how to, be onto the ask, how do you get rich? I say, here's how I did it. You can do it too. And they realize how easy it is. Get to the point where they're going to do it and they don't do it. And I'm always wondering, why are they not doing it? It's because they're judging themselves. Yeah. They're thinking it's not going to look as good as they want it to look. Yeah. And it's never going to be as good as you want it to look. So don't worry about that. Let go of that. As Julia Cameron says in the book, The Artist's Way, you've got to let go of perfectionism. You've got to push past that.
I love that, and I've needed to hear that so many times in my life.
Perfectionist?
Oh yeah, well, Aries.
I know, yeah, I know. You guys like to get it done and get it done right.
That's right. Well, any last parting words?
I always like to leave people with an idea, which is a musical group named America came up with a song about the Wizard of Oz, and it goes, "Oz never did give nothing to the Tin Man that he didn't already have." And what I take away from that is that we all have inside us something wonderful and powerful. Sabrina and all of this, and we're helping to pull that out of you, but it's already there. We're not giving you anything you don't have. You already have the power, the beauty, the amazing potential inside you. We're just reminding you of that. So embrace it and go for it.
Oh, wow. Well, I can't top those closing words. I hope this video with Steve G. Jones, and thank you again so
Thank you,
much,
Sabrina. Thank you.
has ignited that entrepreneur in you and ignited the abundant entrepreneur in you. So until next time, be on the lookout for more videos. Were you a juggler?
No.
Why do you keep thinking that? You're thinking of Patrick Dempsey.
Where are you
Dempsey was a juggler.
Were you
What?
a magician?
No, what?
No.
Are you serious?
It's on the
I'm
internet.
telling you, you gotta
It's on
do
the
it.
internet. It's on the internet.
That I was a juggler.
The internet confirmed it.
Yeah, I am a juggler. I'm a
And you
professional
write
juggler.
recipe books.
Yeah, and I write recipe books.
Well, soup is
I
good.
juggle lots of things,
Yeah.
but not.
People's thoughts.
Yes, I juggle
You
people's
juggle
thoughts.
people's thoughts.
I do.
And help them drop the ones they don't want to
Yeah,
keep in the
I'm
air.
telling you, we should do a whole other interview after this. Where just this.
I think
funny
this one
stuff.
just continues.
Yeah, we
the
got it
best.
already. Yes.
I think you guys
So,
have nailed it.
Your questions are: am I a juggler? And what else?
A magician.
A magician. Yeah, I'm a magician. I appeared here. Bam.
He lives in Vegas. He must be.
Yeah, we're all
Something, a
magicians.
ventriloquist?
Yeah, ventriloquist also. No, I'm not any of those things. I don't know where
Can you
you
kind
heard
of do
this.
it a little bit?
Yeah, okay, so you have to move your mouth while I do the
Okay.
thing. So, hi, I'm Sabrina. How nice to see you, everyone. Lovely day today here in Las Vegas in our pimped out suite. I hope you enjoyed the interview with whoever the heck I'm interviewing. I don't even know or really care. By the way, I'm an Aries, and let me tell you a little bit about me. For the next hour, I will talk about myself.
Nice.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
You almost needed a cigar.
A
It's
cigar.
like, yeah, Sabrina.
Yeah, I was moving my mouth, so it was close too.